Welcome back to another video. My name is Gordon Frayne, and today we are diving into another price prediction video for Polygon MATIC. As always, before we jump into the content, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button below if you enjoy it. As always, hit that subscribe button as well. We're on the road to our first 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean the world if you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon so you can get updated every time we drop a new video. We're dropping multiple videos every single week, and you're going to want to get notified when they drop so you can stay on top of the rapidly evolving crypto space and hit your crypto goals. So today we're looking at Polygon MATIC and this layer 2 network. As always, before we do the actual price prediction itself, we're going to analyze Polygon through the lens of these 5 different pillars before moving on to the price prediction in the second half of the video. So make sure you stick around until the end. So we're going to take a quick look at fundamentals, followed by narratives, a little bit about technical analysis, followed by the team, and then the tokenomics before we make that price prediction. So what is Polygon? Well, at a fundamental level, Polygon is a layer 2 blockchain operating within the Ethereum ecosystem, and it has been designed to basically create a more scalable way for people to transact with the Ethereum virtual machine. So if you're not familiar with layer 1s, layer 2s, layer 3s, etc., basically because some layer 1 blockchains like Ethereum have certain scalability issues which make transactions and gas fees extremely high, we have seen the evolution of these layer 2 solutions similar to Polygon in the past few years, where networks like Polygon are creating a more scalable and cost-effective way to handle transactions on a side chain, and then those transactions eventually get rolled up to the Ethereum blockchain itself. But it allows for much more speed, much more scalability, and much cheaper fees if you're conducting the transactions on a sidechain or layer 2 like Polygon and then rolling them up onto Ethereum eventually. So that's what Polygon is at a fundamental level, and the MATIC token is the token or the gas token that helps to power the Polygon network. So the most adopted scaling technology, again talking about scaling on Ethereum here, powering the Polygon experience. The MATIC token is the currency of the Polygon network that enables users to interact with tens of thousands of decentralized applications involved in our ecosystem. The gas token, as we said, is MATIC, and we'll be talking about some of the tokenomics in a moment, but this is a quick visualization of how this actually works in practicality. We've got the MATIC sidechain here down at the bottom, and we can see how these are the blocks in the MATIC sidechain. Transactions get added to these blocks. Eventually, they roll up to the Ethereum main net, where they are eventually settled. So just a brief visualization to show you in practice how that actually works. So what narratives are we talking about when it comes to Polygon? Well, it's mostly falling within the remit of the layer 2s. Again, we have other layer 2s like Optimism and other tokens that operate within the Ethereum ecosystem. Again, Ethereum ecosystem is another narrative, Web3 and interoperability, because Polygon is trying to create basically a way for users to interact across multiple chains as well. So moving on to the technical analysis, when we zoom in here, we can see the price performance since the kind of middle of 2020 when MATIC token and the Polygon network was originally launched. And we can see that price accumulation and the performance of MATIC during the run-up of the last bull cycle all throughout 2021. We did see peak prices for the MATIC token around $2.90 at the very end of 2021 when we were experiencing that peak of the last bull cycle. We did see a very sharp drop off during the course of 2022 and the first half of 2022, going all the way down to 33 cents before having a little bit of a jump again up above the $1.40, $1.50 mark. Again, we saw some retracement throughout the course of the second half of 2023 before bottoming out here around the kind of 45 cents mark. Since the middle to end Q3 of 2023, we have seen some price action upwards for the MATIC token. We're currently sitting at a price point of about 87 cents, so it is up over 80% since those 2023 lows towards the middle to end of last year. It was up over 100% just a few weeks ago, but we've dropped back down to about 87 cents as of today, April 10th, 2024. So it has definitely performed well since the end of 2023, but when we compare it to the rest of the altcoins in the market, it's probably underperformed. Obviously, an 80% price increase, given the state of traditional markets in the course of a few months, is a very good ROI. But on average, I would say we're probably looking something more like 150 to 200% in terms of market average performance for the top 50 altcoins since Q4 of 2023. So probably underperforming versus a lot of other altcoins, and still a lot of room for upwards price movement this bull cycle. Taking a brief look at the team behind Polygon, we have the Polygon Labs, which is kind of like the parent company that are overseeing everything to do with Polygon Network and the MATIC token. I'm not overly familiar with a lot of these people, but they have established themselves as a very robust sidechain solution within the Ethereum ecosystem. Polygon is currently sitting inside the top 20 cryptocurrencies by overall market cap, and it's been around now for about 4 years. So we have a pretty established sidechain and project here with a lot of intelligent people behind it. Jumping onto the tokenomics for Polygon before making our price prediction, this is the important area to note when it comes to thinking about some of the variables we're going to be plugging in for our price. But basically what we can see over time here is that when Polygon was putting in those all-time highs back on December 27th, 2021, we were seeing a market cap just under 20 billion. So the peak market cap for Polygon at the height of the last bull cycle was 19.53 billion US dollars. We're currently sitting at a market cap today of about 8.66 billion. So still a good deal off the previous all-time highs in terms of market cap. We are sitting at a price of 87.5 cents as of today. And the current circulating supply today, April 10th, 2024, is about 9.9 billion MATIC tokens. The positive thing to note here with this number is that it is already 99% vested. So we've got 9.9 billion tokens in circulation out of a total maximum possibility of 10 billion tokens overall. So pretty much what that means is that almost every single MATIC token that can ever be in circulation is already in circulation. However, if we look at that compared to the circulating supply when MATIC was putting in those all-time highs at the end of December 2021, we can see that the circulating supply at that time, according to the historical snapshot, was just over 7 billion MATIC tokens in circulation. We can see that we had that market cap of about $20 billion. We had the circulating supply at that time of just over 7 billion. And what that means basically is that since those all-time highs in December of 2021, we have seen a 39.5 increase in the circulating supply from December 2021 to today. So that means that the price action for the MATIC token has to do a lot more work in order to be reaching new all-time highs, because of the fact that there's pretty much 40% more tokens in circulation now versus December 2021. So this is I'm not going to say it's a red flag, but basically it's a chink in the armor of MATIC, because now the token has to do so much more work. However, the silver lining is that we are over 99% vested, and we will not be seeing large amounts of tokens entering circulation over the course of the next few years, because pretty much all tokens are now in circulation. So what we're going to say is, with our assumption for MATIC, is that we're going to be using the 10 billion tokens in circulation for plugging this into our price prediction by middle to end of 2025, when we estimate the peak of the next bull cycle to occur. The last thing we're going to look at before making our price prediction is the MATIC and Polygon dominance versus the rest of the cryptocurrency market. And we can see that Polygon is currently sitting at a 0.35% dominance rate. Now, this is, you could say it's healthy compared to a lot of other smaller tokens. However, it has seen highs previously of upwards of 1.25% market dominance. When it was putting in those previous all-time highs in the peak of the last bull cycle, it was also up closer to the 1% mark in terms of market dominance. So it is definitely down at some of the lowest dominance levels since it was really starting to break into the last bull cycle. So again, this is another variable we're going to be plugging into our price prediction, but worth noting the dominance levels that MATIC is currently experiencing versus where it could potentially get back to as we saw it performing in 2023. So moving on to the actual price prediction, as always, we're going to be doing a bear case, base case, and bull case price scenario. We have to plug in certain assumptions into our equation here. So again, we try to make those assumptions and plug in those variables based on as much data as we have. So that's why we spent the last few minutes running through a lot of the fundamentals. So for a bear case scenario, what we're saying is that the overall crypto market cap could reach a peak of around 4 trillion US dollars. If MATIC can achieve a 0.75% dominance, again, that would be basically doubling its dominance from today. That would give us a $30 billion market cap for MATIC, which would put it at a 10 billion higher market cap than the peak of the previous bull cycle. However, if we divide that by 10 billion MATIC, it gives us a $3 price target, which is only slightly above those previous all-time highs, again, because of the fact that we've basically got 40% more MATIC in circulation this time around. However, that is still a 3.44x from today's prices of around 87 cents. Moving on to our base case scenario, what we're saying is that the total crypto market cap could reach a peak around 6 trillion US dollars. If MATIC can get back to around a 1% market dominance, that would give it a $60 billion market cap. And then again, dividing that by 10 billion MATIC in circulation gives us a $6 price target, which again is a pretty decent return at about 6.9x from today's prices. Finally, moving on to our most bull case scenario, what we're saying is that the total crypto market cap could reach a market height of around 8 trillion US dollars. If MATIC can get back to its previous all-time high dominance, as we saw in this chart here, we did see MATIC at around 1.25% earlier in 2023. That would give it a market cap of about 100 billion US dollars overall. And then dividing that by 10 billion MATIC tokens in circulation gives us a price prediction around 10 US dollars for MATIC in a bull case scenario at the peak of this bull cycle. That would be an excellent 11.5x return from today's prices of about 87.5 cents. So, some interesting things to note here. Again, in summary, basically 40% more MATIC tokens in circulation this time around versus 2021, but the silver lining being that we are pretty much almost at 100% MATIC tokens in circulation. It might be that we have to wait until the next bull cycle till we see MATIC really start to put in bigger and bigger prices, because we won't have additional tokens coming into circulation. But still some pretty good possibility for returns here. Even in a base case scenario, MATIC getting to $6 would give you pretty much a 7x from today's prices. So let us know in the comments below, are you holding MATIC and are you bullish on Polygon and the entire Polygon ecosystem? Drop us a comment on if you're holding it for the long term and if you're bullish on this token. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button on your way out. It really helps with the algorithm, and we'd be so grateful if you did it. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy the content as well. We're dropping multiple videos every single week, and you're going to want to get notified. So hit that bell notification icon so you can get notified when we drop other price prediction videos and multiple other types of videos on the channel every single week. As always, we will catch you in the next one.